This is TechCrunch.
Nelly wants to become the biggest fintech startup in the healthcare industry. The Berlin-based startup is already working with more than 1,200 medical practices in a handful of European countries. But there are thousands more that could benefit from an upgrade for their administrative workflows. That's why Nelly recently raised 50 million euros in funding, around $51 million at current exchange rates, in a Series B round led by Cathay Innovation, along with Notion Capital. Existing investors B2 Venture, Lakestar, Motive Ventures, and ARK Investors also participated once again. While many industries have fully switched to digital workflows, Nelly's founding team realized that many medical practices are lagging behind. I went to the doctor. I had to fill in all my data with pen and paper. And then 4 weeks later, I received a thick letter with a request to pay 120 euros. Nelly co-founder and CEO Niklas Radner told TechCrunch. The company started with a software-as-a-service product that lets medical practices onboard new patients digitally. Patients book an appointment and then receive a confirmation message via SMS, WhatsApp, or email with a link. They can click on that link and fill out their personal details and medical history. But the reality today is that more than 50% of all appointments are still not scheduled digitally. They are scheduled by a phone call or by just walking into the practice, Radner said. That's why patients can also scan a QR code to open Nelly's portal from the waiting room. Behind the scenes, Nelly integrates with existing practice management systems. Data is updated and stored in these legacy systems so that practices don't have to switch to a new system altogether. These connectors are either built in-house by the Nelly team or developed by Nelly's partners. This onboarding system acts as the backbone for the rest of the product suite. You could see Nelly as, let's say, a Typeform/DocuSign/Klarna for medical practices, Radner said. He was formerly a growth lead at Klarna. On the patient side, in addition to online bookings and the onboarding features, patients can pay medical practices using online payments or Nelly-managed card readers. Patients can also receive reminders to leave a review on Google Maps. As for medical practices, Nelly can handle invoices and billing. This part can save significant time for medical practices as it can lead to spending less time chasing out-of-pocket payments. Nelly can also be used as an alternative to a corporate bank account with an expense management system and corporate credit cards. Finally, Nelly offers factoring for instant payouts of outstanding claims. These strong integrations in the patient journey and into the medical practice's back-office system create a barrier to entry for other fintech companies. Nelly has also gone through data protection certifications as well. We are the first company that sent digital invoices in the medical space in Germany, Radner said. The product is currently available in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. It recently expanded to Italy, and there are more countries coming down the road. Nelly works with the largest DSOs, dental service organizations in Europe, and we won the deal for the Colosseum Dental Group, which operates in 11 European countries. And they want to scale to their 700 locations with Nelly, Radner said. So we're going to expand with our customers to more markets in Europe. Float Financial, an expense management and corporate card startup focused on the Canadian market, has raised $48.5 million in a Series B funding round. The Toronto-based fintech likens itself to U.S.-based fintech giants Brex and Ramp, but says it's different in that its sole focus is on Canadian SMBs, which CEO and co-founder Rob Kazam said are overlooked due to Canada's banking monopoly and tough economic climate. Goldman Sachs Growth Equity led the financing, which included participation from Omer's Ventures, FJ Labs, Terralis, and existing investor Garage Capital. The raise brings Float Financial's total venture funding to $92.6 million US since its 2020 inception. The company also raised a $36.9 million credit facility in February of 2024, which it is using to extend credit to customers. The company declined to reveal valuation, noting only that it was an up round from its $30 million US Series A raise led by Tiger Global in November of 2021. While Kazam declined to reveal hard revenue figures, he claims that Float has seen its revenue increase by 50x and total payment volume by 45x since that Series A raise. It has seen a 30x increase in assets under management, he added. The company is not yet profitable. Float launched its first product in May of 2021 and has slowly been expanding its offering from corporate cards and expense management to include bill pay, high-yield accounts, accounts payable automation, and virtual physical cards in both Canadian and U.S. dollars. Jane Software, LumaQ, and Nix are among its 4,000 customers. Kazam dismissed what he described as talk in the media lately that Canadian businesses are not a good place to invest right now. The landscape of Canadian SMBs is rich and diverse and chock full of potential, he told TechCrunch. At Float, we understand that addressing the needs of these businesses requires a distinctly Canadian approach. Our financial system needs to match the speed and ambition of Canadian businesses if we want to thrive locally and compete globally. Float plans to use its new capital to further expand its product offering and regional presence within Canada, as well as continue hiring. Laura Lenz, partner at Omer's Ventures, believes that Float's ability to work within the Canadian regulatory framework and understand the nuances of this market is critical to its success. It takes someone intimately familiar with these nuances to be able to create a product that works, she said. As investors with strong Canadian roots, we know there is an urgent need for banking infrastructure that helps Canadian businesses keep pace with their U.S. counterparts and remain competitive on the global stage.
That's all for now. For more stories like this one, visit TechCrunch.com.